Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to part number 2 for my review on Chespops, our Grandmaster player, support player, fantastic player. Thank you very much, Chespops, for letting me review your VODs. I appreciate it a lot. We're going to be watching his Zen play right here on the map Lijang Tower. Today he is playing with a Reinhardt, a Zarya, a Mercy, Tracer, McCree composition. So right off the bat, you're gonna stay close to the Reinhardt, you're gonna stay close to the Zarya, McCree. You're gonna try to keep that orb on either the Tracer, preferably, or the McCree. And when in case Mercy needs to res or something, you know, obviously you put it on her. All right, let's hop on into this game. I've watched it one time before. I got some points written down for myself. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get over those and explain my reasoning. All right, right here, right off the bat. This is a mistake I make a lot as well. A lot of the stuff happening here is stuff I can see myself do wrong as well. So what you want to do here, you don't want to go too far to the left, right? So right here, you see the Tracer. You already had 5 orbs, so you can release it a little bit sooner. You don't have to hold it that long. And then you go to the left to keep looking for that line of sight on the Tracer. Instead, what you could have done, or what you should have done, what we as Sens should do, but don't always, is go with our team to the right. Not as much right now. Yeah, immediately the monkey is called in, and you're punished because you're too far away. If you stay a little bit more to the right, the health pack is there, the Mercy is there, the McCree is there with his flashbang. It's a little bit easier. All right, so second engage. I think you might have been able to spot that already. So good, putting that orb on the McCree, very nice. Alright, so here, I feel like you're going a little bit too far forward. I want you to kind of stay backwards, even a little bit more backwards than this. You can be in the right side, basically, the main entrance. Just kind of camp that area out. And then, because I kind of want to point out, alright, let's go into this one. Alright, here we see that the Zarya desperately needs your orb right now. Also, what we saw right before this point is that the Mercy is going to the right to support somebody else. So, yeah, just keep an eye out as well on where is your Mercy going. If your Mercy is going away from a tank, and that tank is still low HP, you can definitely put your orb on there. Right now already it's not possible anymore, so maybe, it was a very brief moment you could have done it. I feel like here's maybe another one of those moments. You see your Mercy trying to fly in right now because this Zarya is so low to try and rescue her. She manages to somehow stop right in the middle of the enemy team. And because you're kind of in the middle and a little bit to the left behind this, because you're obviously hiding for line of sight of that orb, you can't even put the orb on Mercy anymore either, and Mercy just flat out dies. I'm not sure how much it would have helped, but if you were in this position right here, first of all, it's easier to avoid the Moira bubble because it's so much longer that you see it coming, and it's easier to get the orb on the Mercy if she really flies into the midst of there. You have a little bit more sight of everyone where everyone is, and right now it was just a little bit more tricky to spot everybody from that sideways positions, that's a little bit too close. Also here, so yeah, it's kind of the same point. I wouldn't mind you being more backwards, especially I don't mind you being here, but as soon as that Rhine dies, you want to go back again, right? To retake that old position. The Widow almost getting her. It's a shame. But yeah, try to get to this to the main exit.
Oh Jesus, we lost that this hard? Okay. Okay.
It's just also because it's a little bit easier for you to shoot the people in their front line without their back line being able to shoot you, right? Especially this points it out really nicely. Like, you can shoot the tanks, but their Widow, if she ever was, well, if she ever was on that right far back main entrance of theirs, she would never be able to get a shot on you. Fighting the Tracer in here is a really good place, obviously, because those blinks will pretty much go nowhere. I like this ult. Allows your Reinhardt that was low HP to just immediately go right on top of them and keep hammering without fear. The discard on the Mercy, she was still close by, so I feel like that's fine. She was a little bit further away and the team fight was still going. You want to put it on something else, but right here there was nothing else anyway. Taking a bit long to put it on the Tracer here. Also, you leave it on the Mercy. I think you could have kept it on the Tracer. And here, yeah, it's just unfortunate timing, I guess, with your right clicks and the Tracer blinking back and forth incredibly quickly, impatiently. But yeah, and then, alright, what I wanted to point out, I'm kind of talking over it right now as well. You hear your McCree call out the Grav right here. They have Grav. You hear they have Grav. Your Mercy tries to go for the rest on the Zarya. It's not fantastic, but alright. You want to put the... Immediately, if you see your Mercy go forward, put the orb on the Mercy. I think you put it on it afterwards. Yeah, you put it on it there. Go backwards, is what I want to say. I feel like right now you can keep going backwards, right? You can put the orb on the Mercy and you have not a lot to do here anymore. I guess you'll move forward to avoid the orb, but... Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna reiterate on it too much. Right, so be a little bit more backwards. I think, yeah, you have your orb a little bit too long on the ulting Mercy here. So try to find it on, again, on the McCree. I think it was close, pretty nearby. Because Mercy theoretically should be fine, really, in the world. I only do it when our Mercy shows extreme incompetence. Keep it on those Mercies. Okay. So you still got the point, that's nice. I like your positioning better, right there I want you to be, but I feel like you only went there because your Zarya went there. So the Widow, fighting the Widow here. Yeah, you can be more backwards here and just fight the other people without worrying about the Widow at this point. And then later on, if the Widow is shooting other people, right, not watching the entrance anymore, you can try to go for a poke. When she's not expecting it, and maybe even standing still from your location. This is a really good save, by the way, saving yourself with your ults. Then it becomes a little bit unclear what you're trying to do. You're getting booped away, so you feel like you can't heal the Mercy anymore. But yeah, okay, let's just view that again, right? Let's just view that again. So right here, the Rodok is ulting, you're in your ult. You want to stay as close to that Rodok ult as you can, because everybody that gets nearby is gonna get the most damage. So the way, what you could have tried to do, maybe, I'm not sure how it would have panned out, maybe you would have still just been blown into the server room, but if you could get yourself to this corner before being blown forward there again, right? You kind of let yourself jank on this corner when he's shooting you. That way. Just so that you're closer to the Rodok ult all the time. And then maybe, because afterwards, right, your Mercy, it takes her a little bit, but there she dies, right? So maybe that could have been prevented there. And instead you go for a target that's too far away for you to ever reach. Even though you were kind of being moved there anyway, so, you know, it was, at that point, already kind of a hard situation.
Good job, boys.
We have grabbed these together, please.
Alright, so, going forward again.
Nice. That didn't
Very
touch.
nice.
Good job.
Okay, second point. Here we go. Oh, right. I forgot one thing. Bit of a clusterfuck. Right, yeah, it was, I forgot one thing. Hold up. Thank you, notes. One thing I noticed as well, I think I must have skipped over it or I was talking over it when it happened this time. 1705. Yeah, this is a good point. Okay, so right here, you're kind of holding the point desperately, right? You put the orb on the Zarya, which is okay because you have no sight on the Tracer at this point. You should try to look for it on Tracer. Very good. You put it on the Tracer. Again, you're a little bit too far forward. The Tracer goes for the contest. At which point you definitely need to have that orb on the Tracer. And then you move, like you see it happen here. Your Zarya notices the Tracer getting hooked, but you step right in front of the Zarya right here, and you get the bubble by it. So yeah, as then you gotta be more backwards, or else stuff like this happens, right? It kind of demonstrates the point of why you need to be more backwards as well, not just for line of sighting and stuff, but also for your tanks to, like a Zarya, for example. Okay. Continue on. Continue on. Lijang, second map. It would be at over here somewhere. Hop into it. Going forward. So already the orb on the Reinhardt. It would not be my choice. I would rather have it on the McCree or the Tracer at the start. The Discord on the Pharah, I'm not a big fan of right now. I would rather have it just in front. Just on something on the ground, right? Also, I would like you, just because, right? Okay, this is kind of because of how your team is moving along the map as well. You can see the Tracer pretty much cleared out this area. She moved through in this entire space and is going to collapse on this side right now, right? Which kind of means that to your right, you could be, you kind of saw it there for a second. Well, we all know the beautiful area there. It's that little hallway you can go into right over there, and it's pretty nice if they have a Pharah. So you could try to get into or close to that area as the Zen, or the statue even, just to avoid the Pharah rockets. And meanwhile, keep your Discord on one of the tanks just in front, right? You just want to break those tanks in the front. If you kill one, Mercy will have to go down there and res in between your team, and that's just gonna be undoable.
Oh no!
And killing the tanks when you have a Zen is very doable, so...
I'm very confused right now.
So just, yeah, definitely go for those tanks in the beginning, especially if you're running slow comp instead of dive comp.
Please, kill them all!
So, yeah, this is a nice cleanup, really.
Oh, yeah.
One thing I wanted to point out here is you kind of go forward a bit too quickly. Maybe wait for your Zarya kind of to get into that door opening right before you go into this this area. It's a scary time. You almost died to the hook, but yeah, well, that's all. So here I notice you kind of take the same position later on. But then you do it the way I want you to do it. But it's, yeah, right now, you just want to be a little bit more to the left, right? You want to be in those door openings, kind of, yeah, like more over there. But then make sure that you always, with one step, can go to the left. Putting it on the Mercy, I like that. I would, this is a difficult one, right? Your Reinhardt is getting low here. You don't really see how low. Then immediately this Moira ult. I feel like maybe you could have done your ultimate immediately as the Moira ult hit, but maybe not even then you would have saved this Mercy, right? Just because that Pharah hits that beautiful rocket right on top of her. Then you still go for the ult, and I'm not sure if it was worth it, right? After your Mercy already died, but you still get it, which is the weird thing, because I don't think you should have. But just because your Zarya manages to grab the ulting Mercy, and then the Tracer has a pulse bomb as well, and manages to take him down together. So yeah, that was, I don't know. Bit of a weird ult, right? Maybe just keep it next time. Because I don't think it will always work out like that. And you know, it's more likely that it won't turn out like that. Especially in the higher ranks, okay. have something here. Okay, distance. Yes. Okay. So I feel like here you could be a little bit more backwards as well. You could be really more with this statue, a little bit more. Yeah, the McCree will have a line of sight of you anyway, but
Oh my god.
just be as close to those places as you can be, so you know you're continuously breaking line of sight
McCree's alone, guys. We can turn around. McCree.
whenever you're getting ready for another right click.
I'll go point. Touch point somewhere.
Okay, going a bit too far in as well here. I feel like you could have stayed a little bit more backwards. That being said, they aren't running dive though, so but still, there's a mercy with a Pharos. One rocket can potentially kill you, right? One hook can kill you.
We can pair and we go. We're gonna hang out.
You have no idea where they really are. So again, I would have just been more in this vicinity until I knew where my tanks are.
Let's go in.
Well, that's what I would like you to do, because you need to be smarter than me, Chespops. That's what this comes down to.
Two behind us, I think.
Right, a little bit slow on this ult as well. Well, they don't take any damages, which is the weird part, right? They're not set up at all to really work with that Rhino. But yeah, if you, it's a really good timing to ult for you as well. But just get right on top of it, right? You hear that ult and bam, there it is, your ult. Nice shooting, right? So this is what I was talking about. Now you're exactly there. You're lined up. It's a straight corridor. Just to the left, like one step, and you're out of line of sight for all of them.
Get on the point.
Like this, right? Now you're out of line of sight for pretty much all of them.
Yeah, well played. Good job.
So that's where I want you to be. If there's not a lot to do really, and you kind of beat them, you're waiting them up again. You can be on those locations. Okay. So yeah. General advice, look for a little bit more on the squishies to put those healing orbs on, especially after you win the fights or at the start of the battles. Trust your aim, be a bit more further backwards on some maps, right? You can do it, the healing gets there and it gives you a little bit more overview of the entire map, and you know, you'll get your orbs on people a lot easier that way as well. In Discords, yeah, well, like I said, don't put them on the Pharos at the start, especially with a slow comp. Maybe, well, with a slow comp, especially what you want to do is kind of put them in whatever gets close to you as a comp, right? So whatever, if it's their Reinhardt, their Roadhog, you as a slow comp are just gonna collapse on that one thing. Just whatever you get close to, you just devastate. And that's kind of the idea. If you're more of a dive comp, you want to try to get those orbs, or more of the back targets as well, or the Winston as well, if he is really divey. But yeah, all right, that was it then for the Zen. I hope you found it a little bit useful here and there. Maybe not all of it, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I hope it helped out. I hope it helped out. There we go. Yeah. Have a good one, guys, and I will see you then in the next time. Bye-bye.